All right, good morning. We got a Monday. We have one piece of economic data dropping today at 10 a.m. Eastern, so 8 my time. It is Home Builder Confidence Index. Once again, don't know how much that will move markets. Don't know if that will move markets at all, but it potentially could. So something to watch for there. I'm just getting things set up here. Getting a few things set up here. So one thing I'm definitely looking at is if we can hold that bottom of that zone. As you can see, we had this sell-off. We rallied up, pulled back, rallied up, pulled back, made a lower high, and then we're coming back down. If we break below this lower high, or excuse me, I apologize, this lower low here. If we break below that lower low, we could see further lows below that. So really looking for this 442.74. I might adjust that a little bit based on lower time frames, but looking for that level to hold. If not, we have some targets to the downside that we could see. I think that 440 level could be valid, especially if we break through 442. But yeah, if we could bounce from here, then we may delay that drop. What's the time here? We got about 3 minutes left already. I'm gonna zoom in on yesterday's price action, and we're going to mark some levels. Just marking the highs. Oh, the highs and the lows. Why'd that go green? That's odd. That wasn't my normal price level. Yeah, what's going on with that? Oh, did it get saved as default? Here, I gotta set a new default then. Give me a second. Alright, cool. Alrighty. So far in the pre-market, we got about 2 minutes, but it looks like we're gonna open right at or within yesterday's range. So right at that bottom there. Definitely a little zone that I'm watching to hold. If we break below that, I think we see further downside. Like I said, that 442.74, and I will get a little bit more accurate just to make sure. But we have that supply zone here that we rallied from. We haven't come back and retested it. You can see we're retesting in the pre-market. Yeah, it's a pretty accurate line. We'll keep that there. Right extension, show price on the right. Cool. Alrighty, so we have to the upside, we have this zone here. We'll mark the pre-market high as well. There's the pre-market high. So to the upside, we target the pre-market high and then probably this zone afterwards. And to the downside, if we break 442.74, I'm looking for us to head down further. We do have a good support at 442. As you can see, that's that level high there, low there. So 442 would be one to watch. After that, we have a little bit of demand zone down here in 441 area. And then we have that level at 440. So pretty much what I'm watching. I'm gonna pull up the trade charts. Let's go here. Get everything all nice and adjusted. So we're testing yesterday, or not yesterday, but Friday's low of day. We're testing this demand zone. So far we held above it. Okay, at 444 calls to the upside. Actually, I want to do tomorrow's expiration date. And to the downside, we're gonna look at, say 442 for now. Seems like we're holding that zone pretty well. Yeah, we're holding that demand zone. We are within yesterday's range though, so we might get a little bit of chop. We'll see. If we can hold this level, we might see some moves up to pre-market high, or at least a retest eventually. So yeah, we're definitely looking to see if we can hold this zone in here. Looks like so far we're getting it. Still about 2 or so minutes, a little over 2 minutes left in this candle, so we're holding it for now. If we break down below here, I think we see some lower lows. We'd be outside of Friday's range. We'd break a major support at that 442.74. We have another at 442. I guess we have that pre-market low too that we could potentially find some sort of support at, but seem to be holding so far. So we're getting a strong push out of the zone, so it looks like we're holding it. Yeah, we're still getting that strong push. We held that zone, pushing up. We'll see if we hit the pre-market high. So looking like we might get a bit of a bearish close on this, unless we bounce. But coming down to 30 seconds or so left on this candle. Be interested to see if we retest this zone or if we continue to push up. If we continue to push up, I'm looking for us to hit this pre-market high. If we break above and hold the pre-market high, I'm targeting this zone next. If we fail at this level, I would be targeting this zone down here next. So really just seeing how we react at our zones and then basing moves off of that. So see if we can set a new high. Currently our high is at 443.76. See if we can set a new one. So we did kind of hit a little top there. We got a little bearish. We're coming back to this zone. Friday's low of day here at pretty much 443. We'll see. we're within Friday's range, so we might get some kind of choppier price action. So yeah, coming down. We'll see. See some volume coming in, price dropping. There's the test of Friday's low. That 442.74 is a that's the most recent like swing low that I'm watching. So really curious to see if we break below that. If we break below that, I thoroughly believe that we're headed quite lower. I'll pull that up, the reason why. That is this level here. So on this most recent pullback, that's the low right here. So we're watching. We're gonna see if it breaks. It has broken so far. If it doesn't maintain or close above this level, we break and maintain price below this level, you can see that we have set a lower low, and that would not be very beneficial to any sort of bias to the upside. I believe that if we close below that level, you know, we're gonna set new lower lows. So it pulled back a bit there. That is certainly an area that I'm watching. A lot of volume on that candle. Especially as we seem to be holding this level, so if we close here, we got about 30 seconds left. If we close strong and hold this level, I might enter calls for a move up. Got a lot of volume on the retest of that zone. We're holding above it. Oh, coming down here. We'll get in a call here. Our stop is if we break below here. If we continue to show weakness, if we can't hold this zone, then I'll get out. So getting close to it here. We don't pull back then I will be out. See some volume coming in. We're kind of halted at that level, pushing back up a little bit. Still holding it so far, but we're getting real close. We're kind of dancing right around that area. Looking pretty weak so far. We are holding that lower range of where I want to see, but we're not getting any sort of real movement to the upside, so we'll stay patient. We'll stay in this, see if we can't hold that level. I mean, we wick down and we seem to be respecting this zone so far. Big jump in volume there as price pushed up a little bit, so we'll see if we can't get a move out of here. Excuse me. Yeah, you do see some volume coming in here as we're at this zone. So let's see if we can't get a push out of it. You know, hopefully that was just a little bit of a liquidity sweep as we came below that, but it also, I mean, it has shown some weakness for sure. So have a tight stop. If we start breaking lower, we're out. But we've respected that zone so far in terms of not closing below it or outside of it. That 442.74 is a big support. Showing some weakness here towards the end of this candle. We got about 30 seconds left, and that will be crucial for my decision whether to cut or hold on here. If we get pushed back up at the end, if we can maintain some strength, that's looking good for us. Definitely got a lot of volume in this area. So we closed above that support. Here we're dropping a little bit below. Yeah, not looking too strong here, unfortunately. So here we're getting a little push out of that zone. Getting a pretty good push out of that zone. Good move up here. So key area would be to see how we react right here where we rejected previously. Having a strong push up, so really hoping that we can clear this level and head up towards the pre-market high. That would be ideal. If we start kind of dying out up here, I might cut at the test of the high. But we're just gonna see how price reacts to that area. So I'd prefer to not see price get pushed down here at the end of this candle. I'd want to see us close strong, but we are getting wrecked here at the end. A nice strong finish would be very helpful. I don't know if we're gonna get that though. We got pushed down quite a bit. Excuse me. So not looking great here. We got pushed down. Might have just made a lower high there. So far, still respecting this zone. But I really would like to see a strong push out of there. Which we don't seem to be getting. I thought we would get it here. We got pushed down right at the candle close, which is showing some signs of weakness, and this current candle that we're printing is looking a bit weak as well. We do have that data dropping in 2 minutes, which I'm a little concerned about holding a move through that. Home builder confidence index for September. I don't know how much that moves the market, but it could have an influence, and generally I try to avoid holding through any sort of data, so we'll see. I'm guessing home builder confidence isn't great. I mean, I don't think home building has been, I think it's been slowing down with rates being way up, but we'll see. But I would assume that data to come in kind of negative, which would not be good for this position. So we're holding the zone. We'll hang in here. We'll have some patience. A little under 30 seconds left here. Got some low volume though, and I'm a little nervous that that's due to the data coming out soon. So hopefully we don't just have a big volatile crash off that. But I'll be ready to cut if we start tanking on that news. I don't know. I don't think we would tank off of it, but we'll see. So there we get a little push. We'll see if we can't make our way higher here. Would love to see us clear this little recent top here and target the high a day. That'd be excellent. Kind of tested that a little high right there. Got lowering volume. I'd like to see an increase in volume as we push out of here. That would be really, really nice to see. We kind of look like we're getting smothered each time we try to push up, so that's not great. Still got some time left in this current candle, so we'll see if we can't get a move out of here, out of this zone. We haven't broken lower, but we've been struggling a little bit to push higher. So if we could see a rise in volume and a break out of this little area in here that we've kind of getting pushed down through, I'd really like to see that in terms of making me feel confident about holding this for a longer move to the upside. But yeah, each time we push up, we get pushed down. So we could just break that little local top. I think we could at least test close to the high day, which would be a nice move. And I'd love to see us just make our way up towards that pre-market high. 444 calls, so that'd be a really nice move out of this zone. We got a jump in volume there. Yeah, it just feels like we can't really sustain a move upwards. We get little pushes here and there, but we don't really make any great progress, unfortunately, which has just been a slow, grindy move. We're still moving to the upside, so hopefully, as long as we don't close, we're closing weak on this candle here. Gross. Yeah, we keep getting pushed down. I might try to just get out of this trade if we don't make a move here soon. Kind of seeing that inability to push higher is a little concerning. Being within Friday's range, we could just chop for a while. I mean, we keep getting these little initial surges to the upside. We just can't seem to sustain them very well, so I'd love for us to rally up and test that high, but I mean, you see what happens. We push up, we look good, and we keep getting pushed down. Price is getting suppressed a little bit, so those long upper wicks are not really what I'm trying to see there. We're holding support well, but that move to the upside just isn't really coming. Some weakness here. Yeah, I'm feeling like this trade is gonna be a one that we're gonna have to cut here. We're just not showing much strength to the upside at all. We're holding this zone, but we just can't seem to get a move out of it. just don't like the way those upper wicks are looking. Looks like we're showing a lot of weakness here. There we go. There's some volume and a little push upwards. Let's see if we can't get some momentum out of that. Man, this zone right here, this 443.3 or so, it's been rough for the bulls. We keep hitting that and getting pushed down. So let's see if we can't clear that. Getting a pretty strong move out of here. Opening up a little higher. I like to see that. That last candle was nice for us. That looks very nice. Came down, retested, strong bullish close. See if we can't take out the highs. Excuse me. Keep clearing my throat. Apologize about that. Damn, man. 443.3 has just been tough for us. Ugly stuff. Come on now, break that high. Let's get a good push here. All right, there's a big move up. Right around that area that we got pushed out of. Strong move. Strong move up into it. I like to see that. Still got a lot of time on this candle here. We're showing a lot of strength so far. Let's hope that continues. I'd love to see us test that pre-market high. Really like to see that. That would be excellent. Just under the high of the day so far. We got some good volume on the past 3 candles here in this move out of this zone. A lot of volume on this current candle. Still about 2 minutes or a minute and a half left, so we could see some. We just hope to see some further strength in that move. Just hoping we don't put in a double top here in reverse. Are seeing some volume come in as we get pushed down a little bit, right around that 443.5 level, which is kind of where we sold off from earlier. Huge volume on this candle though. I really would love to see us close strong here. It doesn't look like we're gonna get it though. Unless it comes in at the end here, but we're kind of struggling at the end of this candle, which is not good. I might cut. Just the amount of volume coming in and kind of right near that double top range. I'm not trying to hold a falling knife here if we start to reverse. Yeah, look at that. That's brutal. So we'll see. We'll see if we can't keep moving up, but that was a hard close for us. I'm just gonna get out here. I really did not feel comfortable seeing this in the earlier and then that huge surge in volume at the same place that we got pushed down. We could keep moving higher for sure. And we probably will now that I sold. Yep. But I don't know. We're in that range. We're getting a little choppy. I don't wanna try to hold that too long and just watch my position reverse. That could come back and bite me. Could just be some poor execution on my part by getting out there. But essentially my targets were the current high area where we reversed earlier, and then if we could clear it, the pre-market high. I got a little nervous seeing this volume in this candle here in the same area that we reversed earlier. So this candle's showing some strength. You know, I sold maybe a little early, but we'll see. We'll see how things play out. Contracts did not move very well at all. I know they're 444, but as we're moving up towards that, expected a little more movement than we got. Pretty low volume so far on this candle. We only have about 2.5 minutes. It's like halfway through and we're real low volume. But we're moving up. But like on this candle, we had a huge increase in volume right at the end and we got pushed from up here all the way down. Closed red on that, which is pretty amazing because we were showing a lot of strength. So I'll be curious to see if we can make a move higher on a low volume candle. That'd be kind of an anomaly there. Locked in a super small profit, $12. I was really hoping to get a move up to this pre-market high. But seeing this price action and volume at this level that we got denied from earlier shook me out. while we wait, I can get some water. Rehydrate. Excuse me. I want to take a look at the 443 calls. I assume that those moved a lot nicer. Yeah. Those moved pretty well. I guess percentage-wise, I got in at 90 something, sold at 106 or 7 or something like that. So over 10%, probably a 15% move on that little area there. So we're still moving up out of this area here. Which I will admit will surprise me. If we clear this area on these low volume green candles, which it looks like we're doing. So hey, maybe I did sell a little early. Looks like maybe there's still a little bit more of a move to be had. We'll see if we can clear that high today. I mean, we're pushing. Wild stuff. So I let that shake me out, and I shouldn't have, because we're getting a nice move from there. On low volume, which I don't fully understand, but we'll see what happens here. Struggling right at that high on day. So we'll see if this candle, or if this or the next, if we can break above that. But pretty low volume. Looks like we're struggling. We pretty much touched it right there. We'll see if that's a double top. Might be. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of a pullback off of that area. So close green, we're opening green. All right, so we're getting a big push out of there. Still have that high day that we haven't broken. So yeah, I think we'll probably, if we can't break that high, we probably come down and retest that 443. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yep. So you see that volume come in, price start to come down Pretty much a double top here as we came up and failed to set a higher high. Big volume increase there though. Big volume coming in. We're pushing up back up into that area, so definitely showing some strength here. Got a little bit of a little area that we're in, a little zone that we're in there. Yikes, yeah, we're getting pushed down there. If we break this at 443.3 or so, right where we were rejecting earlier is acting as support now. So if we break that, 443 would be a likely area for us to come down and target. Well, we'll see if we break out of that little range there. Unable to so far. I'm on a call today. I was waiting to see if we broke down here, but not really any trades I'm looking to take. You could potentially take a rejection off this high and look for us to target 443 as a pullback. Let's see what we do right here. Set a new high, so we might get that move up. I got stopped out. Well, not stopped out. I stopped myself out. I took profits on a trade, probably a little early. But you can see how we started chopping around in here. And like that, especially on a day where we're inside the previous day's trading range, generally indicates we might have some choppier movement. But yeah, overall, small winner on the day. We held this zone down here, which is what I wanted to see for a move up. I caught that move up. That was my only trade on the day. We are experiencing some some turbulence up in this area, though. So a little tricky to trade. But this move out of here was nice. Contracts didn't move super well. For next day expiration, if you looked at same day expiration, you could have got a nice, if you caught it down in here, 0.4 to 0.6 or so. It's a 50% move coming out of there on a 0 day till expiration. So if you're trading those riskier contracts, you could have made a nice 50% or so, at least 30% guaranteed on that move if you caught part of it. I made like 15% as I caught it somewhere in here and rode it up to like here. So overall, decent day. Not the greatest, but a win, and our level held. We experienced a little bit of chop, but it is what it is. Alrighty. I hope you all have a great day. Peace.